Hello guys, now I am going to discuss some very important laws of power which are known as 48 laws of power mentioned in his book by Robert Greene. Please note that this video is just for awareness purposes. Some of the laws presented here are totally, I disagree with them, and they are inhuman, in fact inhuman or satanic. So please do not try to apply these rules. But most of the time in workplace or in politics, the powerful people are using these tactics. So the basic intention of this video is to make awareness that such tactics are being used by the people to gain power. So very important first law: never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please or impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite: inspire fear and insecurity. It means if you try to shine too much, your superiors may feel insecure. So instead of rewarding you, they may penalize you. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. So you should always, this law says that you should not try to overshine your master. In fact, you should try to make him appear more brilliant than what he really is, and this is how he will, you will get more powerful. So this is a very important law to understand if you are working in corporate sector and even in politics. Never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies. So this law says that we should not put too much trust in friends, because they can become envious. So that would be harmful, that could be harmful. And learn to use enemies. Law number 3 is conceal your intentions. This law states that you should always conceal your intentions. You should never reveal your true intentions. So keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they can prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. So conceal your intentions, this law states. Always say less than necessary. So this is a wise saying that we should not speak too much. So this law says the same. Law number 5 says, so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. So reputation is very important. So you should always guard your reputation. Always be alert to potential attacks and thwart them before they happen. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. Then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. So this is a very commonly used law among the politicians. Law number 6 says court attention at all cost. This law says that everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. So never let yourself get lost in the crowd then, or buried in oblivion. Stand out. So this law says that you should always try to court attention. Law number 7. This is a very popular law in workplace, that get others to do the work for you but always take the credit. But I disagree with this law, because this is not the trait of a leader. This is the trait of a mean boss who uses his subordinates to work and then present the work as his own in front of the senior management and try to get good grades and promotions. So this law is mostly used by the mean bosses. Use the wisdom, knowledge and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save your valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. Never do yourself what others can do for you. So this is people should know that if someone is doing this, then he is following this law. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. This means that when you force the other person to act, you are the one in control. It is always better to make your opponent come to you, abandoning his own plans in the process. Lure him with fabulous gains and then attack. You hold the cards. So try to make other people come to you. Law number 9, win through your actions, never through argument. This law says that do not indulge in argument, do something, do some action. So it is demonstrate, do not explicate. So do not try to win through argument, try to win through your action, some work, do some physical work. Infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky. So this is again a law, but I also disagree with this. It says that you should avoid the unhappy and unlucky person. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves, they will also draw it on you. Associate with the happy and fortunate instead. Learn to keep people dependent on you. To maintain your independence, you must always be needed and wanted. So this is also a very common trick used by people at workplace, that they make other people dependent on them, and this is how they become powerful and take good grades and promotions. The more you are relied on, the more freedom you have. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. Never teach them enough so that they can do without you. So this is what usually powerful people doing. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. So this is a cunning technique, that you become sincere and honest for a small moment of time, and then you attack. So this is a cunning technique. Please do not use it, but be aware of this. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. So if you are asking for help, you should show that there is something valuable for the other person too in that thing. Never appeal to their mercy or gratitude. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. So this is also a hypocrisy, type of hypocrisy, that you pose yourself as a friend but you are working as a spy and trying to get weakness and true intentions of your opponent by showing yourself as his friend, but you are not his friend. The other 15th law is crush your enemy totally. This is against an inhuman type of law, but it is usually used, that powerful people normally try to crush the enemy totally. So this law states that if you do not crush him totally, he will after some time gain power and will come back and will try to seek revenge. So crush him totally, and not only his body but also his spirit. So this is a very cruel law of power. Use absence to increase respect and honor. This law states that you should use absence. So you should withdraw yourself momentarily from a group. This will make you more respectable and honor. And the more you are seen and heard, the more common you appear. So create value through scarcity. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. So this is also a cunning law which is used to gain power. Humans are creatures of habit with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people's actions. So your predictability gives them a sense of control. So do not be so predictable. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance. So this is also kind of cunningness. The law number 18 is do not build fortress to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. That this law simply states that do not get isolated. You should remain social. It is better to circulate among people, find allies and mingle. Law number 19, know who you are dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. This law states that choose your enemies wisely. You should not offend the wrong person. You should choose your enemies. You should choose your war place very carefully. So a very important law. Law number 20 is do not commit to anyone. It says that it is a fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. So do not commit to anyone according to law number 20. Law number 21 is very interesting. It says that you should seem dumber than your mark. No one feels like stupider than the next person's. The trick is to make your victims feel smart. Make your victims feel smart. That you should seem dumber. You should look dumber. And once you look dumber, once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. So they will never suspect that you can do something evil against them. So you should seem dumber to them. Again, a form of cunningness. Use the surrender tactic, transform weakness into power. This law states that if you defeated, then do not fight for honor, just surrender. If you think that you cannot win, so just surrender. Do not give him the satisfaction of fighting and defeating you. Surrender first. By turning the other cheek, you infuriate and unsettle them. Make surrender a tool of power. So surrender, make yourself again powerful, and then fight back. So this is according to law number 22. Law number 23 is concentrate your forces. This means that you should find the strongest point of to getting more powerful. Look for the fat cow who will give you milk for a long time to come. So you should associate yourself with the powerful, the most powerful people if you really want to become powerful. Play the perfect courtier. That law simply means that use flattery. So flattery works. Learn and apply the laws of courtiership, and there will be no limit to how far you can rise in the court. Recreate yourself. That means you should recreate yourself by forging a new identity, one that commands attention and never bores the audience. Be the master of your own image rather than letting others define it for you. So recreate yourself. Keep your hands clean. So this law states that you should maintain such a spotless appearance by using other as scapegoats and catpaws to disguise your involvement. That your appearance should be clean, your hands should look clean to the public, that you are not involved. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People have an overwhelming desire to believe in something. Become the focal point of such desires by offering them a cause, a new faith to follow. So, give a belief system to people, as people, they have a need to believe something in something. This law states that whatever action you do, you should do it with boldness. If you are unsure, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. So be bold. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. This is a very important law which says that you should plan to the end. Your planning should be thorough enough, and you should consider all the possible consequences, obstacles, twists of fortune that might reverse your hard work and give the glory to the others. By planning to the end, you will not be overwhelmed by the circumstances and you will know when to stop. So plan effectively by considering all the obstacles and consequences. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. So this is again law of disguise. I would say that when you act effortlessly, as if you could do much more, avoid the temptation of revealing how hard you work. That is, you should not show that you are working hard, just show it you are working it effortlessly. Teach no one your tricks, or they will be used against you. Control the options, get others to play with the cards you deal. So you should present the options according to this law of power. This says that present the options to your enemies or victims, both of which are your in favor. So give people options that come out in your favor, whichever one they choose. Force them to make choices between the lesser of the two evils. Play to the people's fantasies. It says that the truth is often avoided because it is ugly and unpleasant. So never appeal to truth and reality unless you are prepared for the anger that comes for disenchantment. There is a great power in tapping into fantasies of the masses. Discover each man's thumbscrew. This law states that every every person has some kind of weakness. So once found, it is a thumbscrew you can turn to your advantage. Law number 34 is be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like a king. The way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. In the long run, appearing vulgar or common will make people disrespect you. For a king respects himself and inspires the same sentiment in others. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. So act like a king to be treated like a king. Law number 35, master the art of timing. Never seem to be in a hurry. Hurrying betrays a lack of control over yourself and over time. Always be patient, as if you know that everything will come to you eventually. So learn to stand back when the time is not yet ripe and to strike fiercely when it has reached fruition. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. By acknowledging a petty problem, you give it existence and credibility. The more attention you pay an enemy, the stronger you make him. and a small mistake is often made worse and more visible when you try to fix it. It is sometimes best to leave things alone. If there is something you want but cannot have, show contempt for it. The less interest you reveal, the more superior you seem. Law number 37. Create compelling spectacles. Striking imagery and grand symbolic gestures create the aura of power. Everyone responds to them. It simply states that your presentation should be compelling. Dazzled by appearances, no one will notice what you are really doing. Think as you like but behave like others. This is a very important law. If you make a show of going against the times, flaunting your unconventional idea in unorthodox way, people will think that you only want attention and that you look down upon them. They will find a way to punish you for making them feel inferior. So you should, if you have certain different ideas, you should be having in your mind, but you should behave like others. Like it is said that live in the Romans as the Romans do. It is far safer to blend in and nurture the common touch. Share your originality only with tolerant friends and those who are sure to appreciate your uniqueness. Otherwise, people may become envious of you by looking you as different or looking at your actions which are different from theirs. Stir up waters to catch fish. So anger and emotion are strategically counterproductive. This law simply states that make your enemy angry but you should yourself should be calm. Put your enemies off balance, find chink in their vanity through which you can rattle them and you hold the strengths. Despise the free lunch. This law states that the free lunch makes an obligation and it makes the other party powerful. So what is offered for free is dangerous. It usually involves either a trick or a hidden obligation. By paying your own way, you stay clear of gratitude, guilt and deceit. It is also often wise to pay the full price. There is no cutting corners with excellence. Law number 41 states that avoid stepping into a great man's shoe. What happens first always appears better and more original than what comes after. If you succeed a great man or have a famous parent, you will have to accomplish double their achievements to outshine them. So this law states that you should choose some other path to make your own mark. Establish your own name and identity by changing the course. Law number 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. This law states that the power is normally in one or two hands. Usually it revolves around one or two people. So target these people. Trouble can often be traced to a single strong individual, the stirrer, the arrogant, underlying, the poison of goodwill. If you allow such people room to operate, others will succumb to their influence. Strike at the source of trouble and the sheep will scatter. So strike the source, the most powerful individual. Law number 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Coercion creates a reaction that will eventually work against you. You must seduce others into a wanting to move in your direction. A person you have seduced becomes your loyal pawn. So instead of coercion, try to win the hearts and minds of others to act in your own way. Otherwise, if you ignore the hearts and minds of others, they will grow hate for you. Law number 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. This law states that do the actions what your enemies are doing. By holding up a mirror to their psyches, you seduce them with the illusion that you share their values. By holding up a mirror to their actions, you teach them a lesson. Law number 45. Preach the need for change but never reform too much at once. So bring change slowly. Too much innovation is traumatic and will lead to revolt. If you are new to a position of power or an outsider trying to build a power base, make a show of respecting the old way of doing things. If the change is necessary, make it feel like a gentle improvement on the past. Never appear too perfect. Very important law. It means that you should not appear too perfect. Envy creates silent enemies. It will make other people envious. So it is smart to occasionally display defects and admit to harmless vices in order to deflect envy and appear more human and approachable. Law number 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for in victory. Learn when to stop. So in victory, what is when you have achieved your target, stop, not go further. In the heat of victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past the goal you had aimed for, and by going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. Do not allow success to go to your head. Set a goal, and when you reach it, stop. Law number 48. Assume formlessness. Do not take a shape. By taking a shape, by having a visible plan, you open yourself to attack. Instead of taking a form for your enemy to grasp, keep yourself adaptable and on the move. The best way to protect yourself is to be as fluid and formless as water. So don't assume a shape. Assume formlessness. Thank you very much for listening to these laws of power. Please note that these laws have been presented